Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to connect to the database. And to connect to the database, we need to establish that connection by creating a PHP code that would connect to the database. And to do that, I'm going to create a new file here called connection.php. And then inside that file, we need to establish the connection. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say here PHP, and then inside that code, here inside that PHP script, what we want is that we need to create a variable here called con with double n, and then it's going to be equal to mysqli underscore connect. So this function is going to allow you to connect to the database. So this function takes 4 parameters. The first parameter is the host name. So the host name is localhost. You can check the database credentials if you go to localhost/phpMyAdmin. Again, you need to make sure that your Apache web server and MySQL database both up and running so that you can access the localhost phpMyAdmin from your browser. So you can click on user accounts, and in the user accounts you will find the credentials that you can use. So the one that I'm using and the one that I recommend using is root, localhost, and the password is nothing, and the global privileges is all privileges. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. Again, the host name is localhost, the username is root, the password is nothing. The global privileges is all privileges. So let's use these. Here, the first parameter is the host name, which is localhost. And you need to make sure that the spelling is correct. The second is the username. So the username is root. The third is the password. So the password is nothing. So we pass here empty quotes, and then comma. The last parameter is the database. So the database is database. Remember, the name of the database is php_project. Again, that's php_project. So here I'm going to say php_project, and then after that we need to say, or in a new line I'm going to say or die, and then inside that die we need to type a message in case we couldn't connect to the database. So we need to say here could not connect to database. So let me explain this code one more time. This code, whenever we use this code, and we will be using this code a lot, this file, whenever we use this file is going to try to connect to the database using this credential. It's going to try to connect using the localhost and the root and it's going to try to connect to the php_project database. If it connects successfully to the database, then we can continue. If we couldn't connect to the database for some reason, it will die. It will stop executing any PHP code below it, and it will display this error message. It will say couldn't connect to database. Pretty simple and straightforward. Lastly, you just need to click on File and then Save All, and we are good to go.